capturing volatile and protected data using FTK imager. So here we will capture the volatile data from a live machine. So before doing any of the practicals, let's understand a little bit of it. Okay. So hello and welcome everybody. In this lecture, we will be looking at capturing volatile and protected data using FTK imager. So FTK imager is primarily used for creating forensic images of storage devices. That means copy of any storage media. But it also has the capability to capture volatile data from a live machine. So this can be done by using the acquire or capture memory. This is the option which is available in the FTK imager, that is called as acquire or capture memory. Okay, so using this option, we will capture the RAM of the system. So this acquire or capture memory option in the FTK imager software is available. So when this option is selected, the FTK imager will create a memory dump of the live machines, that is RAM, random access memory, which can be analyzed for evidence purpose. So now coming up in this module, we will be talking first and foremost about capturing volatile data from a live machine. And initially we are going to take a look at some of the points that we need to consider before capturing the RAM. So this will be things such as the order of volatility and the risk assessment that we would need to understand when we are dealing with a live forensic situation. Then we are going to have several demonstrations there where we will be looking at capturing the volatile data in the form of RAM. And then having a look at capturing the protected or registry files on a Windows machine. So first and foremost, let's discuss about this. Capturing volatile data from a live machine means it is very important to highlight that we are talking about the order of volatility from a local live machine. So this would also of course include things such as system caches and network caches, and of course the RAM, random access memory. So now in my experience, there are several points of view as to whether or not collecting the RAM from a live machine is a worthwhile experience. But I would suggest, if it does not hamper your investigation and you have the means to do so, for example with FTK imager, you should take it. For that reason, it would then be able to be analyzed should it be required if you don't take it. And of course, once you deadbox the machine, that means once the system is turned off, you won't be able to gain access to it again. Access in the sense the random access memory, which will be present in the system while it is running. So once the system is turned off, then you won't be able to gain access to it again. So there are other resources which would be part of this consideration, such as network-based resources. For example, those are stored in the cloud. And as soon as you then remove the network from the machine, then you will invariably also lose access to cloud-based resources. And other non-volatile areas that you need to consider, such as system settings, Windows registry, and like external and internal storage in the form of drives. And of course, FTK will help you with the majority of this. Okay. Then regardless of your policies here, it is very important to make sure that you work to a plan. And invariably, of course, this would be your instant response plan while capturing the RAM. And there are several different policies that you may adopt, and depending on the situation you find yourself in. And it is important to avoid uncertainty and doubt to make sure that you are competent and confident in what you are doing on the live machine, and that you always have to. and then record your actions. This is absolutely paramount from the beginning of your investigation when it starts right way through the end, and would be part of your chain of custody also. And be aware of the different risks that are involved with dealing with the live machine. And indeed, if you are going to be using a USB drive with FTK imager on for the collection of data, so we'll suggest have to use a write blocker. The write blocker has to be used between the USB device in which the FTK has been pre-installed and the suspect machine. So it has to be the bridge between the USB device and the suspect machine. So the form of write blockers, like we can take example of the forensic bridges called Tableau. Okay, so it is the best known family of write blockers called Tableau, which ensures the integrity of digital evidence. So basically the Tableau forensic bridges, which permits read-only access to data storage devices without compromising the integrity of the data. So hence we have to use the write blockers between the USB device and the suspect machine. Okay, and check, you should always make sure that you will check your results. Okay, there is nothing worse than going through our lengthy procedure in collecting the data only to find that your hard drive has not recorded them, or indeed that the results are correct. And it's absolutely essential to make sure that you record and hash your results to maintain the digital integrity of the evidence that you are collecting. And this of course would also form part of your chain of custody also. Coming up then, we are going to discuss and have a demonstration about collecting RAM from your live machine using FTK imager. Okay.